YouTube, what's good? It's your boy NLV Assassin, and I'm just doing a little video here. I'm about to run some errands. Oh, my back. I'm in the charger. About to run some errands. About to go get me some popcorn. Y'all see it. Dallas Cowboy 10 over at Popcorn Girl. Throw that plug in there. But I just wanted to give y'all a brief update. Let me back up real quick. A brief update on my my Dodge Charger. So close this garage. I love it, man. You know, a lot of people just like, oh, putting Brembos on here and having a Hemi orange package on the GT is up badging. Bro, I didn't do it. I simply I was chilling at work. I work from home, IT engineer, endpoint engineer. You know, dealing with Macs and computers and cell phones and iPads and all that jazz. I simply was at the house chilling, and they so happened to call me at the dealership where I bought my 2018 300. So a lot of y'all don't know, I had a 2018 300, and they called me. They was like, oh, you know, they have been after me for a while. So like, earlier in the year, I'd have to say, sorry for the camera shake, that's my mount. What is this dude doing, bro? Come on, Las Vegas, learn to drive. Bro, you can't stop in the middle of a street. What's wrong with these people? Anyways, so like, I think, was it January? Oh, that Doberman trying to jump the wall. What in the world? Bro, it's crazy today. Anyway, I think it was like January, earlier this year. It was either January this year or January 2021. Anyways, they called me and they was like, oh, we'll give you $22,500 for the car. And at the time I owed like 16. I think it was last year. We'll give you $22,500 for the car. I owed 16. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, about six and a half, you know, over. That's cool. And then I was just like, nah, but I like my car. You know what I'm saying? My car had been, previous to COVID, I had overdrove the car because my brother didn't have a car, and he used to drive my car, so it was depreciated. It was upside down. Well, when COVID happened, of course, I started working from home, so those miles, those depreciated miles, or the miles that made the car worth less, just started to stack. So I think pre-COVID, I had like 36,000 miles on my 300, and that was 2020. And when I turned it in June to trade it in for this 2022 Charger GT, I had 46. It was like 46 or 47. So I had only put like 10,000 miles in the last 2 years. So it was well underdriven for 2018. 4 years, 46. You know, at 12 you should have been at around 48, 12,000 miles, the low end, because they average that you're going to drive 12,000 miles a year. High end is going to be 15. So at the worst, it should have had 60. But it was at 46. So, and by this time, I only owed 13 at this point. And they was like, oh, we'll give you a dub. I was like, okay, we talking. Let me go on down there. So I was like, I'm going to go give me a Hemi 300 because I had a V6. And I was like, I'm going to get a Hemi 300 or a Hemi Charger. And I was like, cool. So I went down there. They didn't have no Hemi Chargers at all. They only had GTs. They had all-wheel drive SXTs, I believe, and they had or either I don't remember, but I seen a blue GT, a burgundy GT, and I saw this black one, and I thought it was a Hemi because I thought it was a Hemi. I had no previous information about Hemis or anything because I didn't really care. I just whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, I seen this, and I was like, I looked at it, but I didn't look at it. because there was an orange SXT next to it, and I was like, oh, that orange is nice. Let me get something crazy, because I always got black cars. So we test drove a few things. They had some 2022 Hemi 300 S's. They was all white. I hate white cars, bro. So like, I was not interested. I didn't care. I mean, it was fully loaded. Sunroof, everything you think of, adaptive cruise control, heated steering, everything you can think of. And I was just like, I can't, because it's white. And everybody's, oh, you can just get white. Why didn't you just get white and wrap it? Nah, bruh, I'm about paint. You know what I'm saying? So like, unless I was gonna commit and completely paint the car, I'm not doing it. I told him, if you got like a blue or a burgundy, we good. Preferably black. They had a bunch of blacks, but they was LTs or L's or whatever. And I was like, or touring, that's what they call them. I'm not getting that, bro. My car is darn near brand new. It's 4 years old. I was the first person to own it. It's only got 46,000 miles on it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't had no engine issues. The only thing that I had wrong with it was the air condition blower went out, and that was covered under warranty, so they fixed that. Other than that, there was nothing wrong with that car. So I was like, nah, I'm good. So then he said, well, let's check, you know, because these Dodge dealerships are connected. Let's check and let's see if they have some Hemis anywhere else. There was no Hemis. He's like, well, we can order you a Hemi, but it's going to take anywhere from 3 to 6 months. I'm going to be real with you. And I was like, yeah, I'm not waiting. I said, because if I do, I'm just going to keep my car and I'm going to completely lose interest with you. I'm going to lose interest. I'm 100%. So he was like, well, look at this one. So he pulled up old Carly, and I was like, that's nice. You know, I saw the orange calipers and the Brembos, and I was like, is that a RT? And he's like, no, it's a GT. It's a V6. I said, okay, that's cool. I said, what's in it? And he told me, it's pretty much loaded. It's got everything in it except for adaptive cruise control and a sunroof. He said everything else is bells and whistles, you know. So you got the performance shocks. It's got the you know, the premium super track pack, all that jazz, you know, parking assistance, blind spots, heated seats, front and back, air conditioned seats, program memory seats, paddle shifters. And I was like, okay, cool. So then we got to talking price, and I said, well, how much you gonna give me for my car? They're gonna give me a dub. So y'all do the math. I owed 13. They gave me a dub, so that left me with 7. I said, that's kind of cool. So I did the 7 down, and then I added another 1,200 just to, you know, whatever. Did another 1,200. The windows wasn't tinted, and they dude was behind like 2 months, so he's like, I'm gonna give you like 500 off so you can go get your windows tinted, because ain't nobody about to drive around here with these blank vanilla windows. And I was like, for sure. So they gave me another 500 off of that. On top of that, I had my work perks, got another 500 off on top of that. And how much did I pay? I don't know, you guess. I'm not gonna tell you. I'll let y'all. Until next time, I'm in LVS.